Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now Young. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on second and long. Young. The connecting here with DJ Shark. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Being chased out left. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. Do you think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared, because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Young off the bootleg. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they've got to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the bootleg. Decker. They'll roll him out right. Finds his man. There's Jerry Madison. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They'll run on first down. Norton to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Norton, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Norton, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass complete to Addison. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Young. And Sharp pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
It's Young on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Young throw incomplete there to Mingo. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Decker. He finds his man complete. It's Terry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Norton. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll look to throw again. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Norton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Young. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Luongo now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake. Decker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard. The 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Let's go now. Cut my team. Cut my team.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his open man. It's Mallory. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. They're going to look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, they'll run it here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo from 17 yards out. And the Panthers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off play action. Decker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they got to start considering what their play calling is because they got to push it downfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Norton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Decker throwing the out route incomplete. That's Terry. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Norton, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Escapes the defender. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now 2nd and 4. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Norton. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, it's pretty difficult to summon up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Finding Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Norton. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
pickup. It's second and inches.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.